What's up, Austin? Hi, guys. Reviewing some pages in the triplet, shifting the 16th note around. So like Hertas and the triplet and the triplets. And then we're going to do some quarter note, triplet weirdness, just going back to stuff, you know, keeping it in the rotation of exercises. But hi. Hope you're well. Back at it, right? With those black dress shoes, right? Not them white Vans. JB, what's up, dude? Hi. It's not Friday, but it's Friday. Let's say it's Friday. Cheers. Cheers to Friday. Yeah, Hertas. That's what we're starting with. Just basically, yeah. Herta, triplet, or triplet, da 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 da. But I'm doing right, left, right, left. Oh man, this coffee's good. Just made it. I feel like it's Friday. Yeah, for real, it does. Yeah, it's basically Friday. We'll say it's Friday, right? Honestly, Mike, this whole week has been so weird. I don't know. Every day feels like Friday to me. You know, I wake up and I'm like, crap, what? Are the kids supposed to, what? Are they going to school like today? What's happening? I don't know. It's been a weird week. In a good way. Busy. But it's Friday tomorrow. Right? I think it is. Honestly, you're making me think like, I don't even know. Right? Tomorrow's Friday. Today's Thursday? I'm checking, dude. I honestly don't even know. Today's Thursday. I was like, it could be Wednesday. I don't know. You paid bills today? Oh, man. Oh, I hate paying bills. We just kind of like, you know, paid all our stuff. And like we gotta do taxes. And I pulled into the house today after I did some errands. And the gas truck was here, like, to fill up. I was like, no, go away. It's like $400. And I was like, get out of here. We don't want your heat. Actually, we do, but I don't want to pay for it. Oh, so you can't win, right? You can't win. Oh, just when I thought I was out, JB, I got sucked back in. So yeah, I got another bill today. So we were caught up, right? Oh, we'll get it. We'll get it. At least we have stuff to keep us warm. That's the thing you got to look at, right? We're all warm and cozy, but it's like 60 degrees. I saw mosquitoes today. Mosquitoes are out. The daffodils are coming up. All the trees are budding. There's leaves popping out all over. I'm like, what is happening? I don't know what's going on. Like, seriously, it's so weird. It's February, and the geese are, like, starting to separate into pairs. Usually in the winter, they stay with flocks, right? And in the spring, they'll go off into pairs, like on a little pond or something, to, like, have babies. And I'm starting to see them by, like, our pond. Like, there's two. And I'm like, no, don't have the babies yet. It's going to get cold again. But it's been so warm. They're like, oh, I guess it's cool to, like, start making babies. We'll see what happens, you know, to have a wood stove. So we bought a house here in Pennsylvania it's going on 5 years, Jeffrey. So we have a chimney, right? I have a separate wood stove that I haven't put in. I want to put it in the basement. We have oil heat for the whole house. We have like hot water baseboard. And then we have when we bought the house, someone installed a Regency gas fireplace, right? Inside the chimney, you know, like those units. And I freaking hate the thing. It's convenient, I guess. Like you just hit the thing and it's like, and it's got an electric blower. So it does put out heat, but I want to rip that out. We've got so much wood. And I'm like, why are we using this? Like, so in come springtime, I told, like, especially with the prices of everything going up, I told my wife, I'm like, I'm ripping this thing out. We got a really nice chimney, and wood for days. So yeah, we'll be burning wood next year. And like I said, we have a really nice wood stove that we could put here in the basement that I just have to hook up to the chimney. So we might do that just to keep like the basement nice and toasty, and then all that heat will go up into the house. So it'll maybe save on oil next year. But yeah, I do enjoy wood the best. Yeah, it just hits you different, right? Like a nice chimney fire with a log burning. Oh, so good. So every year I'm like, I'm going to take it out. And then I'm lazy. And then I'm like, because I'll have to start chopping wood now, right? In the springtime. So yeah, next year. But yeah, I pulled into the house and I saw the big tanker truck here, the oil. And I was like, oh no, please go away. Go. The dog was like losing it. But yeah, we're toasty, we're warm. All right, Hertas. So we'll start with I wrote these down the other day of what we've been working on, and kind of all the possibilities. So this is basically taking an idea, orchestrating it around the kit, but I'm going to try to like take another step with it today, not just like repeat the pattern a million times. I'm going to try to be a little musical with them and start combining them and see what happens, because these aren't my normal thing. So they take a lot of work to get comfortable with. So yeah, we'll start with hertas. And some, are like ascending, right? Some are descending, right? See, there's all kinds of stuff. I'm very excited, if you can't tell. I messed with the audio too today. So the usual. It's all different. All new. Sonar, what's up? Hello. We're hertaing. All right, so that's kind of cool. The ascending, descending. So then these were some ideas that we did the other day. So we did like it's kind of cool. Toes. Toes, what's up? Working on jazz. Yeah, just voicings. Yeah, taking a herta or a triplet and adding an extra 16th note to make it a 4 note figure. And then, orchestrating it around the kit in a jazzy way. We'll say that, a jazzy way. Mabel, hello. We're saying happy Friday because it's Friday. Let's just say it's basically Saturday. Anyone have anything cool this weekend? My mom cooks amazing turkey dinners, like Thanksgiving dinners. It's amazing. And I don't know, remember when chicken was like $1 million for a chicken? Turkeys were like super cheap. So she bought a bunch of turkeys like a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. And she's like, I need freezer space. So we're having a Thanksgiving dinner this weekend. So yeah, Saturday night we're having turkey, stuffing, potatoes, sweet potatoes, all the things. Big old fat turkey. So I'm very excited. So I'm excited for Saturday. We're going to stream pretty much a long stream Saturday. I'll end stream. I will shower and get pretty, probably take a nap, go have turkey dinner, and then probably take another nap. So it's going to be a good day. Charlotte, hello. I had a very nice student a long time ago. Her name was Charlotte, and she's the nicest person. So whenever I see the name Charlotte, you're just a good person. You know how like you'll meet someone and the name you're like, oh, I just like that. Everyone that has that name must be amazing. But yeah, cheers, Daddy. I hope you had a good stream. We're practicing triplets today, and the coffee is extra. I don't know what it is, but it's extra good. She's super awesome. She's really nice. She's a really good student too. She's really serious. I usually like joke with all my students, right? And I get them to laugh, and she was super nice. She would laugh, but like, ha, okay, let's get to work. Like she was all business. She wasn't for the jokes. She was a cool kid. And she was the first person to introduce me to like K-pop, or like when that was like I'm talking like 2010, maybe 9, like a long time ago. She was like, oh yeah, there's this thing called K-pop. And I was like, what? What? Like before it was cool. She was like ahead of the curve. Daddy, what's up, dude? Every time I see your name, I want to be like, can I borrow $20 for gas? Enjoyed ever nice. Oh. Yeah. I had 2 students that I swear are going to be president one day. She was one of them. Like, I could see her as being, like, president easily. And then I had another student. She was hilarious. And she was actually in a Star Wars Celebration Day. She was dressed up as Princess Leia, and she's in, like, the Vidoc or whatever. She's, like, her family was amazing. Like, they're just good people. I'm like, they'll be president. They just had that thing, you know? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oppa Gangnam Style. Gangnam? Is that what it was? Gung. Oppa. Is that how you spell it? I guess it was after that. It was after that, Mabel. It was after that. That was like what, 2004, 5, somewhere around there? But I didn't know that was like K-pop. I just was like, who's this guy? Voice triplets when learning. Mine was pineapple. Oh, that's kind of cool. Pineapple. That's really good. I was never taught a way to say triplets. So that's actually pretty good. I might steal that. 2009? No way. Was it? No way. It's 2012? What? No way. Oh my gosh. Wow. So yeah, this was before that then. Who am I thinking of? There was something else. Like the early 2000s. I guess no, yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, I don't know if it's K-pop. I don't know. But I was taught this for like fun little sayings. Where are we at here? So for like 1 E and, right? Like 16th notes, 1 E and, 2 E and, 1 E and, 2 E and. I always played that like quarterback. And then one anda was grasshopper. So like grasshopper, quarterback, grasshopper, quarterback, grasshopper. So I remember reading like music in like band or at school, and I'd be like, grasshopper, quarterback, grasshopper. But I like the pineapple thing. I haven't heard that. That's pretty good. I used to do things with students like they could come up with their own like fun little word, but like none of them got the idea of like syllables. Because I'm like, yeah, let's come up with a fun word so you remember it. And they're like, hot dog. I'm like, that's 2, and we're playing 30-second notes. So they're like, chili dog. I was like, oh my God, never mind. We'll figure something else. Figure it out some other way. Yeah, pineapple. That's pretty good. Isn't that just... It's just kick drum, right? Thighs hurt. Oh, I think drummers, like, that's how I used to warm up, like, before shows. You know, you sit down. I don't know. Maybe, like, our nerves are just numb. I don't feel it, right? It doesn't hurt. But, yeah, we're messing around with triplets. So we got different orchestrations. So we're just trying all kinds of stuff. And right now I'm doing right, left. So triplet and, or so it's triplet, but we're doing triplet. Header-da. I can't roll my R's. We haven't really done like the and. So if you take it and shift it around, so if you start with the first note being like the quarter note, triple it, and if you shift it around, triple it, and, right? That's weird. Man, hitting that accent on the and is really hard. That's like a quarter note. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Playing it on every like quarter note hertas, I don't know. It's just not good with hitting the accent on the left. Okay, wait. Ever tried doubles but in triplets for that independence? I've already done that, but it still kind of messes with it because you default back to straight notes instead of meaning like playing like doubling the triplets? Is that what you mean? Or just playing doubles as triplets? Like, that is weird, man. It is weird. Oh, what's up? I was trying to think of it like, Sonar, have you heard of this book? I have a feeling you would dig it. Crap, I don't have it here. I thought I brought it down with me. Hold on. It's gotta be here. Nope. This is not. Carter McLean's book. You should check that out. Concepts and Creativity for the Modern Drummer or something like that. Just type in Carter McLean book. It's his only book. It's really, really. It's got a whole section on triplets, about playing accents. So watch. If you take Carter, please don't ever watch this. He'll judge me. No, he won't. He's a sweetheart. But let's say you take that idea, right? Playing eighth note triplets as doubles. And then say, all right, I'm going to accent every 2, right? And then accent every 3. And then every 4, every 5, every 6, every 7, every 8. So watch. I can't do it maybe. Maybe I could do it as the 16th notes, but... Oh, man. It's so hard, right? Triple it, da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. He did 16th notes are a little easier, but it's crazy. Really crazy. Yeah, sixes would be sixes would be alternating. If I let me try just straight up 16th notes. That's how I've been practicing it, right? Even though that's still gonna suck, but you'll get the idea. But then he does this thing where you play. Okay. Like two over that. I can't do it without reading it. Oh, I'm so bad. It's so hard. It's all in that book. It's nuts. It's freaking nuts. Oh my god, it's so hard. But it's really neat because you'll learn like the pattern. It's all patterns, and I haven't practiced it in a long time. But get that book. Sonar for real. It's called it's Carter McLean, Concepts and Creativity. It came out, and there's not a book like it. You know, shocker. Let's go. Like seriously, some of the best drummers I know are like, what? Because it has you learn basically all the, you know, your 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, and 8s, right? Just alternating, and we all can do that. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But as a double, right? You go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the second one's on the second double. Da 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 da. The first left, da 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 da, and then the second left. So you go right, right, left, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then he has this thing where you're doing right, right, left. So like do do da do do da do do, or right, left, da do do da do do da. No, I think it's right, right, left. Let me see if I could do it. Yeah, I'm done. No. Oh, it's so crazy. Right, right, left, or left, left, right, right. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. But if you're playing fives as diddles, you play the first two are with the right, and the second two are with the left. It's cool. It's fun stuff. Jeff Porcaro day for me, halftime. Nice for a metal drummer. So, yeah, all that, like the Toto, the Rosanna Shuffle, Fool in the Rain, the Bernard thing. If you're trying to practice that, I know it's really weird because you wanna learn it like. You're basically trying to like think. You're thinking loud up here and soft here, right? You're thinking, all right, I got to be like loud and then super soft with my ghost notes. And that's one way to look at it, but throw dynamics completely out the window. Chaos was up. Let's go. Noise. Thank you with the prime. Oh, it's 3 months. That's extra noise. Hi. Yeah, we're talking Rosanna Shuffle. If you're doing the Rosanna Shuffle, take all the like accents and stuff out the window. Or just trying to learn that vibe and just play them all the same. Close enough. I love it. Cass, I would want to sit by you at a party or a wedding. Because you get it. You know. You know when you have to go to like an event, you're like, oh God, who are we going to sit by? If you're sitting by someone fun and cool, it's better. But you know what I'm talking about. If you're like at a table and you're like, oh my God, not this table. But yeah, take it. Sonar, you could probably like write music, right? Like and read music a little bit. Write it out. Write that pattern out on a paper. Just go that right, left, right, right. Right? If you got the groove, the ghost notes, etc., it's just getting it up to tempo. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. If you write it out, visualizing it is going to help you, or if you can download a PDF of it or whatever. I'm sure you can Google it. I don't know why, but something like that just helps because it's that over the bar line thing. And a lot of people play it like that, right? Where they accent. Jeff didn't accent. Try to learn it without accents on the hi-hat. That like everyone does that, and that usually is a hindrance for speed, right? When you're throwing in an accent that really doesn't need to be in there, but your body's trying to find that quarter note, right? So it's like putting a little pressure on that. Make sure you're playing all the hi-hats even and chill. And once you get the speed up, then you can start adding accents and stuff. Less one note in the hi-hat. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of that's wrong, but it's the principle behind it. And I've seen videos of Jeff playing it like 4 different ways. So whatever the concept is, putting a ghost note in between that triplet, that's the hardest part. Learn it all kinds of ways. Try listening to Bernard play it. Bernard had a completely different way. John Bonham had a different way. Some people put a ghost note after the 2 and 4 on the snare, so they'll play. That's hard to do. I've seen Jeff play it like that in a video once. He slowed it down, and he played. But then again, I've seen him play it where he just played. Really weird. So, if you're going to go super meticulous and, like someone would criticize me for playing Neil Peart, be like, actually, there's a hi-hat there. It's okay if you don't put them all perfectly, but the concept is being able to play a nice backbeat with really quiet, ghost notes in between the triplets. But I would suggest Fool in the Rain, 100%, and just listening, or if you can, try to play to Bernard, that's basically the ABCs of the Rosanna Shuffle, No S, I don't know what that means. Hello, Moro. I don't know. Battera, I know that means drum. Electrica, like electric drums, you mean? Do I not do major? I wish I understood. I think I know what you're saying, but I don't do electric drums, no. But good luck with that. I think I told you my my Rosanna Shuffle beat story. I had to do it in school. And if you actually listen to the recording, he doesn't play ghost notes on every triplet. That's a big misconception too. If you really listen to it, it's not like a constant thing when you listen to the recording. But people will learn the beat thinking it's all the time. And Jeff, I think it was a Modern Drummer article where he said, like, everyone's trying to put a ghost note on every triplet. He's like, I didn't do that. I mean, you can, but he's like, just feel it out, A ghost note is just meant to be, like you hear it, but it's not there. Kind of like feathering the kick drum. You know, you're like, is it there? Is that what it does? Sometimes it's there, and it just adds a little meat to it. But slow it down, practice it, and the speed will come 100%. I'm thinking look up Sonar. The whole concert's on YouTube. Type in Toto at I want to say it's like the Toronto Jazz Fest or something like that. It's in like the 90s. It's like right before Jeff died. And they're playing Rosanna, and it's kind of sucks because you can't really see him. He's kind of behind the kit, but you see him just playing like quarter notes. He's like smoking a cigarette. He's like dun 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 dun. It's so cool because they're like, oh man, you could tell he's like, I'm bored playing this, so I'm gonna mess around with it. But it was like, yeah, a big jazz. I think it's like 93 or 92 or 91, something like that. It's super weird because you're like, this was a world where like Metallica and Guns N' Roses and Nirvana's coming out, and like here's Toto rocking. It's interesting to watch. Yeah, it's a cool, like the whole concert's online. It's pretty neat to watch, and it sounds really good too. Like the mix, but you're like, oh my god, this is so 80s. So it's like, but it's in the 90s, so you're kind of like, oh guys, you didn't get the call yet. You didn't get it. You know, grunge is here, but it's a fun watch. All right, back to Herta's. Alternating. On that left, that's the kicker. So if I'm playing if I want to accent the and with a Herta, right? If I start with my right hand, triplet, boom, right? It's gonna end with my left, right? That accent. Last note of the triplet. So my right foot and my left hand have to hit together, right? That's not a big deal if I'm just doing like, right? But I feel like there's this delay, this lag that's happening, right? Dan, Mr. Stone and me. Hi, dude. How are you? Are you getting sleep? Las Vegas Convention Center, October 22nd, 23rd. See you there. I saw, yeah. Oh, you're talking about TwitchCon? No. Hell no, dude. I have no desire to go to TwitchCon. In all honesty. In all honesty, no desire. I'll probably be at NAMM, Chicago Drum Show, and I don't know. We'll see. NAMM. You want to go to NAMM? In April? No, I'm not flying to Vegas for TwitchCon. Like, it'd be cool to see everyone, but I'm not gonna flirt with the idea. Like, I just have no desire at all. No desire. No, I want to hang out with you guys, but that's about it. TwitchCon, like, the thing about TwitchCons, and the older I get and the more, like, I was never really excited to go to the convention. I was excited to see the people, but the convention itself is kind of dumb. You know? Like, there's nothing there that I, like, the booths or whatever, like, I don't care about the Fortnite tent, you know? But it is fun that all the cool people are in the same place. So it'd be fun to go to Vegas, but if I was to go, I don't think I'd even go to the convention, you know? From Argentina, let's go. Hi. Yeah, Shagger, right? Cause like you pay like to go to TwitchCon, and again, you just kind of go in there, walk around, and you're like, okay, you know, the fun stuff happens after. That's like usually all where the cool things are. But honestly, I don't really want to go. You know, I just, the whole time I would be there, I'd be thinking about doing this. So me going to sit around and visit, it'd be fun for like a day, but like a day of travel, all that, you know, no. Oh, right on, Sagar. That'd be fun, right? Barry's Steakhouse. Ooh. Sidecar, old fat. Ooh. See, I would be down for that. No, like, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But right now, yeah, no desire. No desire. Oh, I'm just an old grump right now. I'm just getting to that old man, like, I'm reaching like Super Saiyan 4 in old man, you know. I'm like, oh man, you know, a GoFundMe, no, save your money, donate it to the kids. No, honestly, I don't go anywhere anymore. I don't want to. It's weird. I've been to Vegas a bunch of times, you know, been there. It's cool. It's fun. But like now all I want to do is like drum, go upstairs, hang out with the kids, put my pajamas on and chill. That's all I want to do. Yeah. Oh, need a break from him, right? Oh man. No, and plus like October, like I don't know. It's hard with the kids. Mrs. Drumstone, you know, she's a full-time teacher. So me being gone, if it's for work, it's one thing. But like, you know, people are like, oh, Twitch, it's for work. I'm networking. It's like, no, you're not. Not really, you know. Watch Frozen with the kids again. Yeah. We don't really watch Frozen though. We're more like Star Wars. You know? Yeah, no, if I was going to go on a vacation, like, yeah, it's just hard with the kids, you know, because it's like, you know, I don't want to be like, bye, babe, I'm going to go to Vegas. You know, yeah, I got a partner in crime, you know. So she's got stuff going on too. So for me to be gone, just to go like, hang out. I don't know. If it was for work or like a gig or like a tour or something like that, that's a different story, Your drummer network. Yeah, okay. No, I did get invited to NAMM, both to play and to speak at something. I still haven't decided about that, but we'll see. Because again, that's even further and longer, so we'll see. See, I've been to how many TwitchCons? How many TwitchCons? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of them, Be curious to see how NAMM goes this year. But right now, I have no desire. Dan, I'm sorry. But have you been to TwitchCon Vegas? The thing that's getting me is the past couple years Twitch does this. They'll wait till like a month before it, the Europe one, and they'll announce it. And it's like, well, like, what? It's in like 2 months, right, for TwitchCon EU, and like 9-10 months before the October one. I'm not saying like that's not a lot of time, but at least like a year ahead would be kind of cool. I planned basically my whole year like last year. Like I already know like which events I'm gonna go to, kind of budget that time and plan with the missus, or even for work, So like it wasn't even on my radar at the end of last year. So we'll see. The next day and the next day. Dan, I'll be honest, the way I see it right now is I could buy gear or go blow money in Vegas. The latter is so much more appealing. Plus, I can depreciate it over time, I could write off TwitchCon, but I get more money if I get gear. You know what I'm saying? Plus, if I go to NAMM, they would pay me. Twitch isn't going to pay me to go to TwitchCon, Shiny rolling kit? I don't know. So, yeah, like, the whole, like, go to TwitchCon, I don't know. Do I know any Boxcar Racer songs? I hope I don't. No offense. I don't think I do. Maybe if you play one, maybe I know. I got the, yeah. So no, we'll see. But probably not, Dan. I'm sorry. I would like to hang out with everybody though. But yeah, it's a long way to go for fun. No way you just insulted Travis Barker like that. I know, right? I'm the worst. Anyway, what was the other one? Was it plus 44? One was with Tom and one was with Mark, right? I love Blink. But I feel like that, like, plus 44 and Boxcar Racer were like when your parents got divorced and you had to like pick a party, like where you're gonna spend Christmas. That's how I thought about those bands. I was like, yeah, it's cool, but like, come on, guys, just get together again. Let's be a family. Like, okay, yeah, Dad's being cool. All right, cool. Mom's being cool. I just couldn't get into it. Just never really listened to it. I did really like Angels and Airwaves, though. I really did like that band. I don't know. Tom is just a brilliant songwriter, but I never really got into his Boxcar Racer stuff. I don't know. It just sounded, I think, too much like Blink to me. Did you see Travis, like, sorry, I'm so distracted right now. Broke his, like, finger or something playing at rehearsal. I think he, like, dislocated a finger. What was the music genre that got you into playing drums? Punk. Yeah, punk music. I love, like, stuff like Blink and all that. So that's why, like, those other, like, side projects, I was like, what? I don't know. But that was, yeah, I was in a punk band in high school. So, like, Blink, Phoenix TX, NoFX, all that kind of, like, fast, that was, like, that was the cool stuff. And then Enema of the State came out, and that was like, whoa, that was so crazy what Travis did on that album. Like, no one was drumming like that in punk. And then that changed basically all the bands, like Nirvana, what Dave Grohl did with drumming, like, kind of changed a lot of the rock stuff in the 90s. At least, like, the pop rock or the popular rock music. And then punk was just kind of like punk music, and then Blink really blew it up, and then it got watered down into all the pop punk bands, but yeah, it's good stuff. Thrash death metal, nice. Nice. I don't know, that wasn't really big where I grew up. At least, like, I don't remember a lot of people listening to metal. Punk was like the hotness, Did you listen to No Use for a Name? No, I don't know who that is. You got to think, I grew up in the 90s and in Pennsylvania, very small town. And so my guitar player, I hate ska so much, so I'm so sorry. My wife loves ska. Oh my God, I hate ska. It's basically polka music to me. I can't do it. I can't do it, dude. I can't. All my buddies are like, oh man, ska, you want to go see Less Than Jake? I'm like, I would rather, like, get, like, a root canal with no Novocaine. I just can't do it. Can't do it. We used to tour with some ska bands back in, like, the early 2000s when, like, it wasn't really cool anymore. And they were great bands, but I just couldn't do it. It's too, like, old school ska. Yeah, okay, you would like Mrs. Drumstone. Yeah, you and her would get along because she loves it, and I can't. Yeah, I think I was in a band once, and we opened for not Real Big Fish. Man. They were a great band, but they were like a ska band. I can't think of their name. And like, we opened for them, and then when they went on, I was like, I watched one song and I'm like, I'm gonna go pack up. I'm good. Yeah, Two-Tone Records. Yeah. Wish, what's up? Azith Wish. Am I saying that right? I hope so. From a metal, that's true. That's true. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Less Than Jake, right? What was the other really big ska band? Oh man, something Drive, right? Or like Lights, or they were like later on ska though. A Zethwish. Oh, right on. Nice. Hello. Not Morning Star. Oh, man. It'll come to me. But we'll get to work. Yeah, we're playing Hertas and just kind of reviewing some stuff today. But trying to get comfortable with orchestrating different figures with different stickings around the kit. So we're on Hertas right now, doing right and left lead. putting the cymbal either on the downbeat or on the upbeat, or the end of the triplet. So like triple it pop or triple it pop, right? But we're moving it all over the place. Man, what was that band? See, I don't even know like any of those bands. Oh man, I don't know any of those bands. Maybe I've listened to them before, but that's funny. Yeah, Mrs. Drumstone would be like, "Oh my god." Oh, right on. If you were to start using your drum kit again, oh my gosh, do it. You should. You should. Even if you're just tinkering around. I don't know. Drumming is such a good, I don't know, like exercise for your brain and musically. You know, it's a good thing to work on. Change your mind yet? Nope. I'm going to say this, Dan. Even if Twitch paid me to come, I would still probably be like, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to stay home and play my drums. I don't know, man. I'm just a grump nowadays. I'm an old grump. For real. Like when you're, think of like your dad, right? You're like, hey, Dad, you want to go do this? And your dad's like, no, I'm good. That's where I'm at. I'm at that, like, leave me alone. This is basically me sitting in my recliner with, like, a beer and the remote, you know? He goes to Mardi Gras. Nice. Oh, man. That's pretty cool. Metal show 50 miles a few days ago. He's supposed to go. Dude, your dad's balling. Oh, man. That's pretty cool. All right. So this is what, again, we're going to do this with all of these. Coolest dad in the whole district. Yeah. Ask your dad if he went to Frenchman Street. If you went to Frenchman Street, ask him. That's the good street. Bourbon Street's like the party crazy. It's like Vegas, right? All the sugar drinks and all that. But Frenchman Street is where all the jazz music is at, like all the clubs. It runs north and south. It's at the end of Bourbon Street. So you walk down Bourbon Street, hang a right on Frenchman, and oh, the stuff you'll hear. It's amazing. But, what was I saying? Okay, so at certain tempos, we can play hertas on the quarter note, right? Herta, 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 herta. Once we start getting faster, they work with like quarter note triplets. And it takes like 3 bars to kind of recoup them, I think, to my knowledge. If you're playing a quarter note triplet, 3 bars of 4. I mean, you can split them up, but that's kind of how I'm going to practice it. I'm going to slow it down, work on maybe just a straight 8th note triplet, throw in the herta, focus on crashing with the downbeat or on the and, right? And we'll do different stickings. I I don't know. There's like literally we could practice 1,000 things with this one little idea. But again, I'm trying not to make it sound like an exercise. I'm trying to move past that now to try to make it more musical, right? Like put some time before it, make it a fill or make it some kind of musical thing, but have a rule set of like, all right, I got to play a Hertha right hand lead or a left hand lead, and just kind of be really aware of what I'm playing. So that's what we're kind of working on today. I gotta stretch out. I'm wasting just time trying to get that left hand up there. I gotta flick it, right? those are cool stickings too. Oh, man, there's so many things. I just don't know where to go with it. It's like just looking at all the tools and it's like, all right, build something, you know, all the pieces. Like trying to build a Lego set without instructions. It's like, all right, here's 1,000 pieces. Make a fire station. And you're like, wait, what? Speaking of Blink, man, there's so many flaws in like my stickings that are, I'm like, oh yeah, it's hard to get to the left hand. No. It's me. It's my stickings and just my uncomfortableness with just awkward accents within a sticking that is awkward to begin with. So we'll tighten it up, right? But it's like, you got to be real with yourself and be like, yeah, no, it's not that the symbol's over there. It's I just suck, you know? Undertaker hits my left hand lead. Herta. Let's get swole, as they say.
What's up?
Sorry, I was just thinking about you today. I'm gonna confess something. Hi, I hope you're well. I've missed you. I washed my truck with my pressure washer. because it was so muddy. Because it's the ground's not frozen. All the dirt roads are crazy muddy. I live on a dirt road, so it's like there was like all underneath it, just caked in mud. It's so bad. It's just wet and gross because it's like it just rains and there's no grass. Picture it didn't happen. It happened. I was like, oh my God, I'm washing my truck. I can show you a picture of the driveway, all the mud that's on over the driveway. But I washed the truck. I felt terrible. I was like, who are you? You know? But it did look nice. I was like, oh yeah, my truck is kind of like nice looking. I forget. But how are you doing? Hi. Oh, it's so gross here. Guys, it's like 60 degrees and it's like raining. It's February. It's basically 70 out. It's awful. It sucks. Like the worms, like the birds are going crazy because all the worms are out. There's bugs everywhere, mosquitoes. It's weird. Daffodils are popping up. The leaves are coming out. I'm like, guys, it's February. In like a month, it's going to be like below zero again. What are you doing? But I don't know. Sorry, Mrs. Drumstone is like freaking out. She's like, I'm going on a walk. She loves it. She's out there probably right now, stirring her compost pile or whatever. That's all about. I don't know. She's all about the gardening. She ordered her seeds. I don't know. I'm like, oh, the bugs are coming. When your truck becomes an alien, how to deal with it? Wait, what? When your truck becomes an alien, you pressure wash it? Is that what you mean? I'm okay with that. There was like gravel in my, like in the, you know, when you're like cleaning out like the front of the truck, how it like those little air vents, how it moves air around like to cool the brakes and stuff. They're like massive rocks coming out of there. I was like, oh my God. Oh, it becomes an alien because yeah, that's true. Because I don't. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, my truck looks pretty nice. It's pretty sharp. Oh, I kind of need those clear. I don't know. It's a truck. Do you though? It's not like a McLaren, you know, where I'm doing like 200 miles an hour. I drive like 30 miles an hour. Everywhere I go, I drive like such an old man. I'm an old man. I'm just an old grump. But yeah, I have a clean truck, and I'm kind of deaf because of the pressure washer. It's so loud. It's like, but it is fun. No brakes, all gas. No brakes. I got new brakes on my truck. Yeah, I have in Pennsylvania. You have to get it inspected, right? And my truck has 70,000 miles on it. Actually, has like 69,000. Giggity, sorry. But the guy was like, "You need brakes. You need rear brakes on your truck." And I was like, "Oh man." And I needed pads and rotors. And I was like, "Yeah, it's about due because you have to have decent brakes for it to pass." I can't drive anymore, right? Yeah. So I was like, we'll get new brakes. So I stopped good now. You didn't wash it before you had it inspected, did you? Absolutely not. No. I think if I, like, where I live, it's kind of funny. Like, people don't wash cars. Like, cars, I guess you do, but trucks, no, like, no one washes trucks. You know, like California, everyone's like got the jacked up trucks and like their tires shining them. And here, like a truck is like a truck. So I think if I went to the garage that I go to with a clean truck, they'd be like, "What do you just buy this? Like, what's going on here? Why'd you buy a truck? It's not, you know, what do you do with a truck? It's not dirty. What's going on?" So, yeah. But yeah, it rained today too, so it was just like mud everywhere. Less laundry I have to do. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. But like I said, I live on a dirt road. I'll leave tomorrow and it's gonna be muddy again. But I washed it because in that mud is like all that like de-icing salt, calcium, whatever they put down, that liquid salt, and that'll just like eat it alive. So I'm like, it's just sitting in there, just like eating away at the metal. So I washed like all the undercarriage and stuff. Yeah, so it's off. But if it's just dirt, it's fine. Oh, Charlotte, yes, that's right. Maybe I need to drive faster. No, there were some big rocks in there. I'm not kidding. Like, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, it's probably like bird's nest, but it's clean. It dried though, and you could see, like, I didn't wipe it down with anything. I just pressure washed it. You can see the parts where I didn't. I didn't pressure. I'll take a picture of that, and you'll just be like, "Oh my god, dude!" I got like the thick mud off, but I was just like, so I didn't like totally do any buffing or anything. I've never waxed my truck. I'll put it that way. I used to wax the Mustang like every week, probably like twice a week. I used to be out there like the spray wax and then the goop wax. I used to like take care of that like crazy. The truck though, I'm like, it likes to be dirty. It's like a dog. Dogs hate being clean. They like to go out and roll around in the poop, in the mud, and get all gross. That's how trucks are, It's a mini tractor that looks like a car. There you go. Yeah, that's how people think of them around here. But there was I'm trying to think. There was one time my dad washed the truck, and I don't remember why. I think we were in the parade or something as a kid. I forget what it was. We were doing, I think that's what it was, and we were all going to ride in the truck in the parade, and my mom was like, "You're washing the truck." And he was like, "What?" And I just remember being like, "Dad's washing the truck. This is crazy." And then I need the snowbirds to get the F out of these. They're probably all gone, man. All the geese are back up here. I don't think the geese even left. Hour to get, You just tell them. Be like, "It's 60 up there. Get back." Seriously, the ground like is not even. It's froze like maybe a half an inch once or twice. It's been so weird. We had that one cold spell at Christmas, and like we are, I think, 32 inches below average for snowfall. It's crazy. So yeah, all the geese are back. They're all like honking and 13. Yeah, like all the snow is like I'll be like a weather person. Here's Pennsylvania. It's all like out west, like Texas, like Arizona. They're getting like 2 feet of snow. We're just getting like rain. It's like the jet stream always goes north of us. So we always get rain. And above us, they'll get snow, like Buffalo and upstate New York and stuff. But Michigan and we're getting hosed. We're getting hosed, Tommy. What was that from? Oh, but yeah, enjoy it, Nebraska. I'm very jealous of you. My friend, he lives in Denver, and they were supposed to get like a foot too. So yeah, Aflac duck. Geese are some of the meanest animals in the world. I don't know what it is, but they're nasty little creatures. Don't go near them. Yeah, Mount Washington. Sorry, it was 110 below or something like that. Wind chill, which is crazy. We got hose, Tommy. Oh, what was that from? We lived in southeastern Europe. We had like 3 days of snow. What was it for? Ah, can't wait. We've had like no snow. It just stinks. That's really cold. Yeah, that's the coldest in the U.S. It broke the record, I think. Definitely not Canada. Like Canada definitely gets colder, but. Good morning. Hello. Could you help me with a quick beat? If I can, yeah. I'd love to. Today's a chill day. We're chilling. We're working, but chilling. Talking about ska music. Prodigy, Spitfire. Don't know. And I can't really listen to it because I'll get in trouble. Prodigy. Oof, Mike, dirty. Mountain Dew Davy. And yes, we got hose, Tommy. Yeah, Davy and Goliath. Yeah, that dog and that kid, right? Prodigy on a Jazz Kiss. Yeah. Well, it's like the breakbeat stuff, right? Like a lot of Prodigy was that drum and bass stuff. I'm very sorry, Mork. I don't know that song off the top of my head. So, but yeah, if you DM me on Instagram or something, I'll listen to it after stream and I'll play it for you. And maybe that could help you. But I don't know it off the top of my head, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know like one Prodigy song. It's the one with a bad word in it. That my mom says it's a bad word and I can't say it, and it's not nice. You're hitting people, you know. But it's a cool song. It came out in like 2001 around there. Yeah, Prodigy, yeah. Probably like maybe 99, right? 99, 2000s. It was Prodigy had a song I think on the Matrix soundtrack, right? Prodigy's been around for a while. Fun fact, I think Venus's dad, Beaver Baz, did something with electronic music in the vein of Prodigy, or worked with them or something, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of cool. Beaver Baz he's a cool dude. He knows his stuff, like legit. He's a good guy. They did, yeah, on the Matrix soundtrack. Oh man. That song is so good. Oh, any tips for 16th beat practice? Like straight 16th? Or like do you mean on one hand or like hand to hand? Either way, the more you understand the first one, starting off with 16th notes, a lot of times I remember like when I first started doing it, it's like you're you're like hoping to God you're getting all the notes in, especially once you start playing fast, right? You're like, what are you gonna do? It's hard. Slowing stuff down is the obvious answer, right? But the best way to get good with 16th notes, is to essentially like take the kick drum and practice the kick drum on every one of those 16th notes. So you can lock in your foot with your hand, being like start off with like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, then play like 1 E and a 2 E and a, right? Always have a bass drum on 1 so you can feel that downbeat. Put a snare on 2 and 4, but shift the second bass drum on the E of 1, the and of 1, the duh of 1, on beat 2, the E of 2, and a 2, the duh of 2, and then it'll repeat. So really like 1 E and a 2 E and I'll play it so you can kind of hear it. That's one way to lock it up, because you want to lock up your hands and your foot. That'll just makes it a lot more stable, right? The next is practice just a basic 16th note groove, but accent certain 16ths. So like play the first note of the 16th loud, like 1 E and slow it down. Then do the second one, right? Like 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 and a, right? 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a. If you do that slow and you can really pinpoint those accents while keeping like a kick and snare going, it just makes you more comfortable without playing the accents, right? You're just kind of practicing possible outcomes. So I'll play the kick drum thing for you so you can hear it. I'll do an overhead shot. I would do that, like practice that slow. Get your hands and feet locked in with different accents, and then if you take away all the craziness and just play, you're like, oh my god, it's so much easier when you're not worried about accents. But if you're talking about like trying to get faster with them or just whatever, the only way to get fast with things, Chris, what's up, dude? In East, hi. The only way to get fast is to play it slow, right? Like people, if you try to run before you can walk, like you're just gonna hurt yourself. So slow it down. Really, just pay attention. Make sure you're playing evenly and playing the right things. But if you start like trying to pull accents out of 16th notes, right? Maybe you don't need to play them for the groove that you're trying to learn or whatever. But if you're practicing, just write 16th notes out, right? Like 4 notes, right? Just go dot, 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 dot. And put a little accent over one. So the 1 could be the accent, or the E of 1, or, the and or the duh, and try to play it. It's really hard. It's really hard to do. Like it's easy for me to be like, oh, just throw accents. And I know for a fact it's one of the hardest things to do. So hi-hat hard, then 16th note. Yeah, basically like if you're playing four 16th notes, 1 E and a, right? Pick one of those, the 1, the E, the and, or the duh to accent. So if you say the E, every E is going to be accented. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, right? Or if you're doing on the ride, you can go to like the bell of the cymbal, 1 E and 2 E and 2 E, right? And you can open the hi-hat. You could do something like that. But just, it helps if, I don't know if you can read music, but if you can just write out just 4 notes and then just, move an accent around or just try stuff. Because the only problem when you're learning this, you know what a 16th note sounds like, but again, you got to learn like all the possibilities of like what it could sound like. And once you start doing that, you're like, oh my gosh, it just makes basic 16th note grooves that much easier. It's interesting because when you first start playing the drums, most people start with just 8th notes, right? And you're only worrying about 8 notes in the mind of a beginning drummer. You're like, oh, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, da, 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 da. And then all of a sudden you double that, 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and and then you double that again, you get 32nd notes, and the subdivisions get more and more and more. And the time that you have to feel those notes gets shorter and shorter and shorter. So it's a lot for your brain to process. So slow it down. Try to hear the 16th notes individually, like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. Just walk around. If you're in the car or sitting at home and you're tapping, just try to tap them out. Like 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a ba ba ba. 1 E and a 2 E and a. If you can tap your foot, 1 E and a 2, and feel like that syncopation, how those notes syncopate against each other. 1 E and a 2 E and a 2 E and a 2 E. It's just hearing it. Once you start to hear it, it all starts to click. But what I notice a lot of people when they're learning stuff, like if you've never done it before, 16th notes are so scary. It's like, what? There's 16 notes in a bar, and you're like, oh my God, this one's kick snare, hi-hat, 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 hi. Like you're thinking of it like it's a lot to take in. So yeah, slow it down, count. If you can start to accent certain parts of the 16th note, like it's just gonna make it so much easier for you. So saying 1 E, in college, we used to have these little practice rooms, right? Every drummer had their own practice room. It was really cool. They were really small, but when we were practicing, we always faced the wall, so there was a door behind us with a window. You couldn't see if someone was like watching you. It was kind of weird. But every now and then I remember practicing and I'd hear like boom, boom, boom. Because I had like Vic Firth, those gun muffs on. In-ear monitors weren't really a thing. And I was like, whoa, whoa. And he's like, I don't hear you count. And my teacher, my professor, used to like bang on the door. He's like, I can't hear you. So then he'd be like, 1, 2, 3. But it really does help because anyone know who Dennis Chambers is? He kind of told me this. Whatever, because we were like, how do you all of a sudden he's playing like just crazy 32nd notes or 64th note, diddles or just out of nowhere, wild stuff. And he was saying, because we were like, do you count? And he's like, I don't count, but he always has a higher subdivision in his head than what he's playing. Meaning, if he's just playing like 8th notes, 1, 2, 2, in his head, he might have 32nd notes going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, or like he might be playing 8th notes, but he's many subdivisions in his head up if he wants to pull from them. And a lot of times, like a drummer will want to play something faster than the beat, or just like try to go to another subdivision, and they're not used to it. It can be weird. they're not used to counting it or feeling it, and they either rush it or drag it, and then it just throws the whole groove off. So it could be really hard, but counting is huge. Sonar's right. Depending on the style you're playing, it could help for the groove. Yeah, it's cool, right? Watch Dennis play. He's like, he's sitting there like just chilling, but you could tell in his head he's going like, what is there? He's not counting, but he's in his head. He says he like hears the subdivisions like way above where the bass beat is. It's kind of cool. I think a lot of drummers do that too, and usually drummers will get hiccups when they try to go and they're not ready for it. So. Very good question. But Chris, it's good to see you. Chris is a great drummer, guys. Chris is a good dude. But good morning. I hope that helps. Cal, hello. So Cal, that didn't that sentence didn't go all the way through. Well, it didn't scroll up, so it says just popping in for it looks like a hit because the B got cut off. So how you doing? I saw the Destiny stuff drop today, so I gotta check it out. Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh!" I saw TV put out a video. I'm gonna watch it tonight. But yeah, it'll be good. All right, Hertas, and then we'll move on to the second note, right? But I don't even think I should move on. I should just stay with Hertas tonight because the left-hand lead ones are just so sloppy and just so not where they should be. Good night, Charlotte. It's a pleasure. Get some sleeps. Yeah, okay. So if you watch me play Herta with my right hand, I'm like, woo! I'm going to isolate, I'm going to separate them. That helped me a lot with like learning paradiddles. Like, all right, what is the right hand doing on a paradiddle? What's the left hand sound like? I'm going to separate the Herta for a second. Let's just see what happens. So you'll notice if you're shifting a 16th note around, triplets alternate, triplet, right? But when you play four notes, they stay on the same hand. So it's the equivalent of doing like a triplet, right? With two of the same. So I'm going to do it left hand. Yeah, Cal. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen it. I didn't see the beginning, but I don't know if on Instagram I posted a story today from AEA Microphones, how he mic'd up his amp. He used the R92, and I was like, oh! So I have to go back and watch it. I haven't even seen the halftime show. I know. But yeah, gave you chills. That's what my wife said. I missed it. I didn't get home in time. But yeah, he mic'd it up with just a ribbon, not an old, but like, it's kind of cool to be in that big stadium, right? And use a ribbon mic. I'm like, that's so Chris Stapleton. So yeah, I'll have to check it out. Bum, 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 bum. I don't think so, East. That's a good question. It's a little more comfortable, but it's the right hand lead is that's where I usually do them, right? Fernando, what's up? On YouTube, Fernando asks, how's the Rupert Neve amp? Is it really worth it? Yes. What do you usually monitor from, Fernando? That's the first question. Is it necessary? Absolutely not. But if you're monitoring from like a little mixer or something, or I want to say like a budget interface, but that is definitely if you've got like decent in-ears or good headphones, you'll notice it. If you're just using, like just like your standard run-of-the-mill stuff, it's not really necessary. But I notice a big difference. Army interface. Okay. Yeah, you'd probably. What do you use? Headphones or in-ears? And what kind? Like how many drivers? This is all like crazy talk, I know, but if you're just using like a 2-driver in-ear, that does like highs and lows, you probably won't notice a big difference. But if you've got some in-ear monitors that like 4 drivers or 3 or more, yeah, you'll notice a big difference. The high end on this, like the high frequencies, are really clean. Really clean. Fernando, thank you. That's very nice. So I would recommend it, but it's kind of overkill, in all honesty. I would say if you've upgraded everything in your studio, go for it. But it's not a requirement, but because that's a great interface. The Army Finger, hello, hi, how are you doing? Philippe, hello. That morning, oh, thank you, Finger, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to work on like recording just stuff every morning, so I appreciate that. Thank you for that 30-second clip, Finger. There's probably like 16 minutes of crap. You have 4-driver in-ears. It'd probably be a little. So I was gonna say, Fernando, I use, so I have an Apogee interface, an Apogee Symphony, and that's how I've been monitoring from the headphone out of my Apogee for years, and it's great. I wanted something with a little more, I guess. I don't want to say like a little dirtier, but that gives it like, just like it makes it a little warmer. And the high end, like I said, is a little cleaner because it's just it's clean. It's a great headphone preamp, but does it make or break, a practice or whatever? Probably not, because I don't know. I'm just overkill with it, right? And I think it does make a difference for me. I play if I can hear, right? If you have good microphones and you tune your drum set right, you have a good room, you have good preamps and all that. It's like, yeah, you want to hear it the best you can. So if that matters, I think it's 100% worth it. I guess warmer and more analog. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just feels real, right? Here's my thing. Oh, finger, thank you. Dude, you're the best. Why I got it is because I use the Jerry Harvey audio. I think there's 12 drivers in them. And I had them do there's a little extra sauce in there. It might even be 16, I'm not sure. But they're like studio grade in-ears. So I can hear like all the there's so many different frequency bands that I can mess with, but hear a difference. And I would mix something at the desk with my in-ears in, and I'd come in here and play, and I'd take the in-ears out, I'd listen to the drums, and I'm like, it doesn't sound right, And then I got this, and it just, like, I could mix it to what I heard more clearly. It's so hard to explain. But yeah, it's more analog-y, more natural. I don't know. Because on an interface, if you're monitoring before, it could give you a good sound. But sometimes those interfaces are great converters, but they skimp on the headphone on your monitoring, right? That headphone preamp, they don't spend a lot of money on it, right? Because it's like, it's just a headphone preamp. So I would check, what kind of, I'm not quite sure what the RME interface has, but it's not bad. But my Apogee one was really good. It's a great headphone preamp, but that is just more, like you said, more analog. It just sounds more real. So I'd recommend it, but King's Coast. Dude, I wish I could give you some. I just made some. It's really good today. I don't know. Shocker, if you can order the Roaster's Choice. But that's what I'm drinking right now. I don't even know where it's from. I didn't look at the label. It just came the other day. It's really good. But, yeah. I wish it smells so good. It's got I don't know. It reminds me of like like their holiday blend a little bit. It's got some of that in there. Like it's bitter, but a good kind of bitter. It's got a kick to it today. It's not smooth. It's got some spice in it, I guess. Chris, what are you working on? I saw you cleaned your rug. And then I was like, I need to do that too. I got like dog hair all over. Since we've been doing this jazz, I don't have like wood chips like I used to, but I got doggo hair like all over. I did clean the drums today though. Did you guys notice? Anyone notice? They're extra shiny. Well, don't look there. There's dust there. Fernando, I hope I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for the question. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. Cheers, Shocker. Let's get to it. I'm going to be practicing on the pad in the morning, these hair tests. It's left. See, You got to do this stuff. You got to find your weaknesses. You got to find where you suck, right? Because it's like that. You tighten that up, and everything else will come together. And you'll notice, just playing that Herta left-hand lead, the next exercise, shifting the 16th note to the middle note of the triplet, that attention to the first one's going to transfer over to the second one and to the third one. So you might be like, I'm going to spend all this time on this one little thing, but it's worth it. It's trickle down practice. I'm trying to think like trickle down economics. Yeah, exactly, shocker. Who was that? Reagan? Trickle down economics? Was that good or bad? I don't know. Probably bad. Shocker. Anyone remember when they learned a Herta? I remember how hard that was for me to play a right-hand Herta. I feel like I'm learning that again with the left. It's a good feeling. talking you are. Much to learning you have. Shut up, Yoda. Get out of here. Force Ghost. Get out of here. Man, that's dirty. Dirty pop. Man, I got a lot to do. Whoo! I like that one. This was the new hotness. The lick of the day. So, left, right. Oh. Hey, coming to New Orleans. Oh, dude. I wish, man. Let's see if I can do it. getting fired up. Have a little fun. Coffee's kicking in, right? Herta. Getting there. Just gotta stop looking at the papers and be like, get good. You know what to do, you know? Put the paper down. Oh. Stop reading the exercises. Put them to work, you know? Oh! Jeffrey. Oh my God. That felt good. I gotta do that more often. Just like do stuff. Not from a book or playing along to jams. What's in my brain? You know? I'm gonna be dreaming about Hertas tonight. Yep. It's been a long time, right? I mean, I have to remember that. I mean, I started this thing in the summer of being like, screw it. I'm done just trying to sound like other people and play like other people and do this. Like, what do I sound like? I mean, it's easy to think about. It's easy to ask that question, like, oh yeah, I'm going to try to sound like myself. It's like, you try to do that for like a week or whatever, and you're so influenced by everything you listen to or see or hear. And in the summer, I was like, no more. So I stopped playing along to like songs and stuff like that because, yeah, it sways you. It pulls you, right? The gravity of other players will pull you into that direction for better or worse, right? Usually for better. But it takes you away from what you want to sound like. And I think I've been reaching... it's been great to go through all this like independent stuff out of these books and these exercises. I've learned a lot, but I can't like just stay there because it's the same thing. I'm going to get pulled in that direction of just like sounding like an exercise. And I don't want to do that. So it's like, it's a fine balance of like not getting pulled into the orbit of something you really don't want to be in. Whether that be a genre or sounding like a certain player or a book. That was one of the things about music school that I had conversations with people. The worst thing about it is everyone comes out of there sounding the same, no matter what the school, Berkeley, CalArts, Juilliard, whatever. They're all fantastic schools. But a lot of people come out of there all learning the same thing, and they sound exactly the same. There's no character within that amazing education. So you have to be very careful of, again, getting lazy with an exercise. I know it doesn't sound right, but it's like you could just run through all these things like mind-numbingly, just how you run through songs that you've played a million times. So you got to be really careful. I'm preaching to myself because that was really fun. That felt really good. Just going for stuff, messing up a lot because that's how you get better, right? It's what Alfred said to Batman. Why do we fall, Master Wayne? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up. I can't do it. Michael Caine. So we can learn to pick ourselves back up. I'm sounding like someone else. Oh, Sean Connery. Why do we fall, Master Wayne? I don't know. But that was really fun. And the coffee tastes like dessert. It's perfect. But thank you guys for hanging. That was I needed that. Like, that was like a slap in the face of like, hey, stop just playing these exercises. I mean, we'll still work on them, but we gotta push them. We gotta pull away from the orbit of them, Oh, Crucial, let's go, dude. I'll tell you what. I was thinking about this earlier. Streaming, right? Like streaming music or live streaming in general. When I started doing it, there was already people doing it, so I wasn't like the first or nowhere near the first. But it was like you knew everyone that was doing it, right? Now there's so many people doing the same thing. Do something different. Do you, do what's if you're gonna stream, if you're gonna make whatever, drum, content or even drum in a band or whatever. It's like, do you focus on that in a sea of everyone trying to do the same thing now more than ever, right? Like, it's crazy to think about. Like, in the 90s, yeah, everyone wanted to sound like, oh, I want to sound like Nirvana. Or in the 80s, everyone wanted to sound like Poison. And in the 70s, everyone wanted to sound like Zeppelin. But in the internet age, everyone has a voice. And everyone's trying to mimic everything else. So be different. That's what's going to be the ticket. It's harder. It's harder, that's for sure. But I think it's more true to you if you're, pushing it in a focus for you. So that's very cool, man. I love it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go have ice cream. What time is it? I don't even know. I could probably catch bedtime. Say goodnight to the kiddos. So if you've been hanging out, if you're lurking, I appreciate you more than you know. If anyone has questions, feel free to ask. Hit me up anytime. I'm very excited. Probably no stream tomorrow. I'm having a lesson with a young man's coming over. My aunt is bringing over a friend of the family, so we're going to do a drum lesson here. So that'll be tomorrow night, and I don't know about the day. We'll see. I've got some stuff to do, but yeah, I feel good. I'm just going to end it, finish the coffee, say goodnight to kids, have ice cream, fall asleep on the couch. I hope everyone can do that too. But I love you guys. I may see you tomorrow. We'll see. It'd be during the day, but 100% Saturday morning, we're going to be doing some stuff. I got some ideas that I'm very excited about.